Okay, so if you've been asking your child or your friend or your loved one or your coworker how their day was and all they say is good or fine, this video is for you because it will give you new ways to ask that question that elicits better responses. My name is Lynn Jimenez. I'm the founder of Connect Flow Grow. I teach people easy to use tools to help manage stress and stress responses, basically how to manage your emotions. I have worked across lots of different settings, including school mental health, and I'm also a mom. So I'm giving you tools that I've used with lots of clients in school settings with school-age children and things that I use with my own kids. The first check-in is a basic emotional identification and scaling check-in. So the first part is give me a word or a phrase that describes how you're doing. Little kids might need a little more assistance with this one, but I'm basically asking them to identify what's going on. They may give you more somatic responses. So my tummy feels funny, or I have a headache. They might use a word, like an emotional word. I'm angry, I'm frustrated. It might be a phrase that they use, like my head feels really funny, or I'm so angry, or I just want to punch something. So you'll ask that part, and then you'll ask them to scale the intensity. So I like 0 to 10. 0 to 10, how strong is that feeling? With little kids, you can ask them to use their hands to rate like how big it is. You can use other number scales. I just find that 0 to 10 gives you just enough variation without being overwhelming. And so the reason why you do it that way is, one, it's building out their self-awareness to begin identifying what's going on. But then that rating part is really important, because what I need when I'm at an 8 is much different than what I need when I'm at a 3. So when I'm really angry, I need some vigorous physical activity. I probably will cry. I have a couple of friends that can talk me off any ledge, a figurative ledge, not a literal ledge. And I might journal, go for a walk. Being out in nature helps. So the tools that I use when I'm at that level are much different than when I'm at a 3. A nice stroll around the block would work when I'm at a 3. Meditation works. When I'm at an 8, I don't really want to sit still right away. So that's the first one you'll start with. If you learn anything about this other person's experience that you want to ask about more, then get curious. So you can ask questions. You're not limited to just those 2 things. But really try not to assume anything, or to pass any judgment, or make any definitive statements about their experience. Allow them to share what's going on to create that openness and communication. The next check-in that I really like, and this is the one that's our family favorite, is peaches and pits. So it's what's going well with your day or your week, and what's not going so well. I feel like it just gives you a really good glimpse into like the life of somebody else, and it gives them the opportunity to pause and reflect, which I really like. Every time I do it, whenever I do it with my kids, I'm always like, it just makes me smile to hear the things that they share. So the way that I would introduce that one is just, I would say, we're going to do this check-in, peaches and pits. Peaches are the things going well. Pits are the things that are not going so well. If you have only peaches, that's awesome. You don't need to make up anything wrong in your life. But if you have only pits, then I do want you to think of something that's going well. That is a good skill to develop. And then everybody can share. If they want to pass, they can pass. And if there's anything that comes up in their sharing that you want to inquire more about, or that you would like to support them with, then again, you can do that. You're not limited to just hearing what they say, and then that's like all you're able to do. You can definitely do more with it, and I would encourage you to do so in a way that feels like natural, and that people are responding positively to. So those are our 2 favorite check-ins, or those are the 2 that I use the most. I would love to hear your feedback on them. So whether you try them out with your own family, or a friend or somebody, or if you just want to post in the comments how you're doing today, I would love to hear how you're doing.